Nowadays, it has become very popular to marry foreigners. In this video, I will tell you about the process of obtaining a visa for a fiancé, its stage, and what I recommend you pay attention to in order not to be refused in the process of considering documents at different stages. Therefore, if you are planning to move your future partner to the USA, this video is for you. Watch the video to the end so as not to miss important points. The process of obtaining a fiancé visa today is a bit lengthy. It takes approximately from 6 months to a year and depends on several factors. There are several mandatory rules which, in case of non-compliance, can lead to refusal, even at the time of submission of the documents. The first rule is that you must be a US citizen. Yes, if you are a green card holder, unfortunately you will not be able to use this reunion procedure. You will need to get married with your partner and deal with the family reunification process. The second important rule is a personal meeting of future spouses. You must definitely meet in person at least one time in 2 years at the time of submission of documents. To do this, you will need to provide all possible evidences of the meeting. This can be your photos, stamps and a passport, booking of tickets, tours, hotels, apartment, that is any evidence that confirms your words. Many clients even bring me the checks from restaurants. Sometimes such documents are suitable for the proof of a meeting, but in real practice I recommend submitting documents in which both partners' names appear. Therefore, if you are just planning a meeting and have a plan to stay together, make sure that both names are written, for example, in the bookings. The whole process begins when you, as a future spouse, submit a petition I-129F to the USCIS office for further obtaining a visa for your fiancé. The term for consideration of this petition currently lasts at least 6-8 months. The petition must be accompanied by a package of documents confirming the identity of each of the partners, confirmation that both participants in the process are not married and are ready to marry in the United States of America, as well as documents confirming the actual relationship of the couple. If any of you were previously married, you must provide a certificate or a court decision about divorce. To confirm that you really plan to get married in the USA, each of you will need to write the letter of intent to marry, in which you indicate that you really want to marry a partner and agree to do this within 90 days after immigrants cross the border of the USA. A petition with documents is submitted only in paper form, so I recommend adding a few more additional forms to the petition in advance. One of them is Form G1145 with the petitioner's contact details, where he will receive the notifications about the acceptance of the case by the USCIS office, as well as additional Form G1450 if the petitioner plans to pay the petition fee by credit card. You will find links to all these necessary forms in the descriptions under this video. You can pay the fee in advance by check and attach a receipt to the package of documents, but if you choose the payment by card, you confirm with the form that you give official permission for USCIS to withdraw money from your account. After the USCIS Service Center receives your petition, you will receive a notice of action and an SMS notification with the petition number, using which you can track the decision online. You can also create a profile on the USCIS website. Attach this petition to the profile via the button Add a paper-filled case in order to receive notifications from the officer who will work with it, primarily in electronic form. This will greatly speed up the receipt of requests and, of course, your responses to them. All the links for check-in processing times and registration of profile you will find in the description. Submitting a petition is one of the most important steps because that determines whether you can start the process of scheduling an interview for an immigrant and obtaining a visa. So take it seriously enough. If you have questions about your situation, cannot figure it out, how to fill the form correctly, collect documents, how to submit everything to the USCIS, contact me using the contact details in the channel description and I will help you prepare everything correctly according to the legislation. For 10 years I have been involved in the accompaniment of the cases on fiancé visas to the USA, and I know everything about it, especially for a fiancé who moved to the United States of America from the countries of the former CIC. If your petition is approved, you will receive a notice, after which you will need to wait about 4-6 weeks for your petition to be transferred and processed by the National Visa Center. NVC will assign a number to your case and set it for processing to the embassy in the country where the fiancé will pass the interview, about which the petitioner and the applicant will receive a letter to their email specified in the petition. It's very important to understand that the approval of the petition is not the 100% confirmation that the fiancé will receive a visa and move to the US. Next, the stage of preparing the documents for the interview begins. To do this, the fiancé must fill out the form DS-160, pass the medical exam at a certified medical center, prepare necessary documents, and of course make an appointment for an interview, having paid the consular fee in advance. At the moment, it is $265. If the applicant has unmarried children under 21 who move with him or her, they must also be indicated in the petition. You need to prepare a separate package of documents and pay a consular fee for them. And they also attend a medical exam and pass an interview with the parent, and if it's successful, they will receive a K2 visa. On the appointment day, the fiancé will need to come to the embassy and have an interview. I want to draw your attention to a few more important points regarding the interview. It doesn't matter whether the fiancé has tourist visas or traveling stamps in her passport, whether he or she knows English, whether she works. At the interview, the officer usually asks a number of questions confirming the real relationship between partners. For example, where did you meet? How long have you been in contact? Did you visit each other? Do you have previous marriages? Do you have children? Where do you plan to live and what to do? And so on. Also, officer checks the sponsor's financial documents and form. Therefore, please fill out the sponsorship form I-134 and attach your latest IRS transcript to it. In truth, the officer will check if your income meets the required minimum income, which is 125% according to the federal poverty guidelines. If your income is not sufficient to sponsor the fiancé, you can provide proof of your savings or assets or enlist the help of additional sponsor. The interview takes around 30 minutes. Watch the video on our channel about the possible questions on the interview on the fiancé visa. The link will be in description. If at the time of the interview of your partner you are with him or her, be ready that you will not be allowed to the interview, since only the applicant should pass it. After the approval of the visa, which is usually issued for 6 months, within 1-2 weeks, the visa will be printed into the applicant's passport. After that, he or she can prepare for a trip to the USA and leave for the United States of America. In addition to a passport with a visa, the fiancé will receive an immigration package that cannot be opened. It needs to be presented to the border officer at the time of the border crossing. From the moment the fiancé enters the US, you will have 90 days to get married and apply for a change of status based on a marriage. We very often work with the fiancé's visa cases. Our practice shows that couples usually fill out the form with a lot of errors, prepare an incomplete package of documents, or make mistakes in preparing for the interview, or they do not take the process of applying for a visa seriously. Applying for a fiancé is an important process, so if you do not know how to prepare a petition correctly, or you have the approved petition but you are not sure that you can cope with the preparation of documents on your own, contact a lawyer who will do it for you. Leave a like if this video was helpful to you. If you moved to America in the same way and want to share your story, contact us and we will definitely shoot a new interesting video with you for our channel subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss new videos about family immigration to the USA.